Welcome back to the Super Smash Bros. Project number 127. Well, tried to do... Can't seem to, I'm just looking at chat. Chat's supposed to be on the left-hand side, but, oh... Struggles. Yeah, I can't see it. Anyway, yeah, we're back. I'm still kind of experimenting. I decided to, for this experiment, to see, how things are without the CRT screen. But yeah, the chat should have shown in the left-hand side. I can probably try one more time, see if there's... let's see. It might be an unstable connection, which is why. Oh. No, never mind, here it is. Okay. So chat is active. Anyway, so last time I meant to take a break. It turned out that I was ending the stream. Yeah, so sorry about that. I guess it's, yeah, I need to grind for money, and then I realized it was taking way too damn long during the break, so I just ended the stream there. But now we are back to the underground lake, and I do actually have, I guess, topics to talk about this time around. Namely, let's see. Namely, I got a comment on one of my videos pretty recently. I just saw it yesterday. And this is revivification. Okay. And then the rock, I don't think we can go through. Basically talking about, you know, I don't have to do streams. I can just play them, enjoy them. I don't know exactly what he was getting at quite specifically. Hold on. Oh, okay. Let's turn us into frogs, I guess. Or maybe... Oh, there we go. Look at him. Oh, and let's turn us back out of... Let's make us not frogs anymore. But yeah, but the thing is that, like, when streams are good, I like doing streams, you know, I like having people just kind of come in, chat it up, while I'm going through the project. That's actually kind of the point as to why I'm streaming it. Is that, you know, I do want to make it a little bit interactive. As I go through this project, which will probably take me a good decade to go through. Cause, like, you know, by the end of this year, 2026, Happy New Year, by the way. Fuck. Was not expecting that. Let's see if there's anything to revive with. Yep, okay. And actually, let's use potions to heal him up. Truthfully, we probably should have had got more potions, but whatever. Okay. But yeah, you know, end of this year, I will be going on to 1992, and I know by the end of next year I'll be able to reach 94, which is another pretty major year. It'll most likely be like 2 gaming years per year. So 1992 is actually going to be a huge year. Because there are just so many damn RPGs in 92 for some reason. Like, we're talking about 2 Final Fantasy games, 4 Dragon Quest games, what was it, 2 Glory of Heracles games, then, you know, that's not counting the fact that there's a pretty major Zelda game that year, and Fire Emblem Gaiden. So yeah, it's a decently sized year. So we'll probably be going through most of next year will probably be 1992. And we'll be able to go through 1993 pretty quickly because not too many super major games that year. And then there's 94, which is another big year. Okay. Wait, hold on. Did we get the treasure down below? We did not. Okay. We need treasures. I like treasures. But yeah, my original intention was actually to do like a VTube thing. And that's still very much my intention, but I expected to do it like a year ago. And, so I had a model commissioned, which the model is very much like what you'd see with, you know, the profile picture and, you know, the background, the banner, all that. That's supposed to be my character. Kind of a femboy type. And so who I commissioned it with, there's some problems with that because I would see the queue and they're still working on something from 2023. That's not a good sign. So I would probably need to talk to this person about that. Because, you know, if it's gonna take that slow, you know, years instead of just a few months, I might want to instead just, like, choose somebody else to do the model. So, you know, occasionally I would do, like, the... Fuck. At least we have soft. Yeah, I did like a temporary model thing, but I didn't like it very much. For a few reasons. One of which is that it's just kind of pretty basic. You know, it's not me, it's just something I use. And hold on. Yeah, we need the fighter in front. I like the fighter in front. But yeah, also it's just kind of the position that everything is right now. At some point during the project, like, the room that I stream in kind of got rearranged, and I don't really like this arrangement so much. It'll only last for like a few more months till I'm out, but okay. Let's heal everybody up. At least everybody that needs healing. Let's do that, and you know, fuck it. Make sure everybody got healed, and so let us actually, instead of flame mail, let's do the ice. There we go. Ah, stay back! I won't give you the horn. Die! Yep, supposedly pretty easy. Let's physical, ace. That's about it. Oh, no. No more. Oh well. Ouch. And dead. Yay. 1500. Awesome. Yeah. Skill up. Level up. Awesome. Obtain dwarf horn. Okay, and then I guess we gotta go back. Ambushed. Whoop. Okay, another level up with Arc. I was also going to talk about the bombings in Venezuela, because that's just been everywhere in my feed. Just kind of sucks, you know. I would see something of like, you know, Venezuelans celebrating the street, and it's like Florida. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes it's Argentina or Chile. From what I know, though, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, it's more that Venezuelans in Venezuela, you know, in Caracas, which is where it happened, they're more scared than anything. Streets empty, all that. Not really sure what's gonna happen next. Oh fuck, I forgot. Dude's petrified. Oof. Oof. Let's do that. That, and then let's use Cure 2 on Arc. And then let's again do Cure 2 on Luth. And hope that they don't get me. Okay, good. Okay, we need a soft, because I completely forgot that Refia is petrified. Petrification is like one of the worst status effects in Final Fantasy, because like the game kind of acts like as if your dude's dead, so you don't gain any XP. While petrified, you know, can't do shit until you're unpetrified. It's practically like a one-hit kill. Of course, softs are more numerous than Phoenix Downs, so... Ouch. Ouch. Almost dead, but not quite. Let's use another Cure 2, I think. Yeah. Okay, we're back into the dwarf cave. Good. Okay, it should do something here. Wait! I'll dissolve the magic. Now you can pass. Place the horn on the altar. Put the dwarf horn here? Yes, please do. Okay, I think here's what we have to do, I guess. There we go. Ha 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 ha, I've been following you in your shadows. Now I've got both horns. You ignorant fools! This horn of ice will open the path to the crystal of fire. Now the power of fire will belong to me. That guy headed for the mountain to the north. Please, bring back the 2 horns. Is everybody going to say that? Kuzco ran away to the caves to the north. This is awful. Oh, is it? Both of the horns have been stolen. Lolly, lolly, ho, lolly. Can't believe it. Kuzco's gotten both of the horns. Terrible, terrible. Okay. Okay. Let us rest. Okay, MP stored, but there is something we need to do first. We gotta buy more shit. Let's buy more potions and buy more softs. I think that's about it, honestly. Okay. Okay. So, after we kill these dudes, the cave is just right, you know, directly north of where we are. So. Okay, Raphael level up. That's good. So yeah, so there's a chocobo forest just down south, I think. Something like that. But let's save. Oh, poisoned. Okay. I didn't realize that for some reason. Okay, let's save and then go into the cave. So this is also has the thing with, I think FFIII did this as well, with lava floors that damage you as you come across, and like a lot of the floor is lava. So you have to be prepared to heal, I think. 5, unless... Huh, I think the ice mail does the trick for everybody. I was not expecting that. I thought it was just going to be Luneth that's unaffected by the lava. Oh well. Nice. Ah, yes. I remember those guys. So these blobs are only affected by magic. I don't really remember. Each color blob thing is affected by a specific kind of magic. I don't know exactly what kind of magic, so I should probably experiment. Maybe ice. Let's try that. Okay, let's try... That was ice. Let's try fire. Ow. Oh. Oh, that is not what I was expecting. Huh. I swear... Maybe it's just like a Final Fantasy II thing, but I swear it's like specific... I thought it was specific spells against, you know, those guys. Apparently not. Fine, let's heal up here. Oof. Whoa, what am I doing? So I don't know, in a way, I might be liking the stream layout so far. Although I will also mention that there's like one sentence on the screen, so that could also affect it. But so far, I do know that we haven't really had any chatters while Final Fantasy III is going on. We had some for 1 and 2, not so much for 3. I am curious if it's like, you know, not as well known of a Final Fantasy game. That might be why. Because, like, even... most streams have, like, one chatter here and there, but... especially RPGs. Let's see, what is... let's use some cures. There we go. That works well enough. Ice Blade. That might actually... let's try to equip that on this dude. So, attack 98. Let's try Ice Blade. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. Okay, that definitely does damage. Not much, but it does some damage. Okay, high. Oh, hold on. No, we need to go down below. Again, I mentioned this before, but like, Final Fantasy III is by far the best out of the NES trilogy of Final Fantasy games. I mean, I played the game already, so I know what I think of it, but like, as far as NES Final Fantasy goes, I do really enjoy this one. It's like the complete culmination in what they learned from the previous 2 games, and then they just applied everything here, and it just works. I'm still of the opinion, I think Final Fantasy II is better than 1. I think 1's so bare bones that I do think both games are are pretty close to each other in terms of quality, actually. But yeah, the first one doesn't really have much of a story, and the music is worse, and all that. Like, the gameplay might be a little bit better in Final Fantasy 1, but in truth, it's just not by much. If you know what you're doing with Final Fantasy 2, it doesn't really matter that much. Of course, you know, I'm not referring to the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy 2s and 3s. So those, I don't really call them Final Fantasy 2 or Final Fantasy 3 at all. I always knew them as Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 6. And those are terrific games, and we will get to them probably sooner rather than later. Because, like, we'll actually get to Final Fantasy 4 by probably the summer. Final Fantasy V will likely get to the beginning of next year. And Final Fantasy VI probably sometime the year after, is what I'm thinking. Which is not, you know, it's not actually that far into the future. Like, Final Fantasy IV is really coming up. Because Super Nintendo is really coming up. And the vast majority of Super Nintendo games are actually going to be what I call single streams, which means I'm streaming just for one day because I can finish it within a day. And like Final Fantasy IV is just one of the few multi-streams, which means, you know, I am not going to be finishing within the day, whereas the... Oh, that's actually... Yeah, high evolution, at least for him. But yeah, like, I can count the number of multi-streams for 1991 on one hand. You know, those being Super Mario World, Metroid 2, Final Fantasy Adventure, and Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy Adventure is actually technically a mana game. It's the very first mana game. And that actually came in the mail yesterday, so I was able to play a little bit of it. And man, I am going to be hyped for that one. It's heavily influenced by Zelda, just, you know, with some RPG mechanics. And yeah, no, it's actually really tight. I feel like there's one other multi-stream game in 91 I'm forgetting, but yeah, those are the main ones I can remember. Everything else is just gonna be streamed for like one day, because I can finish it within a day. Those are really just the only exceptions, and I kind of like all those multi-stream games. Metroid 2 is kind of a complicated one for me because I can't really tell whether that one's better or the original Metroid is better, because they are very different. I wouldn't say very different games, but they are. Hold on, we're gonna end up with a boss fight pretty soon. Let us. Let's use. Okay, hold on. Is there anything I need to know about this boss fight? Okay. No, nothing too special, just, attack. Attack and some more. Use ice. There's this dude. Basically the same thing we did last time. Fwahahaha, I've taken the power of the crystal of fire and became even stronger. But until I destroy you who have been blessed by the light, I won't possess the true power of fire. Sorry, but I guess you'll just have to die. Yep, it's literally the same boss fight, basically. Anyway, so as I was saying, not Final Fantasy, Metroid 2 is, gameplay-wise, it is better than Metroid. It is less frustrating, you can save. That will actually be the first Game Boy game that I will not be playing on Nintendo Switch Online or anything like that. Instead, I will be... let's use Cure 1. Just in case. Ouch. Okay, maybe I should use Cure 2. Yeah, I should absolutely use Gear 2. Oh. Well, it's gone, apparently. But also Metroid 2, you know, has kind of sucky music, and it's in total black and white, and you can never tell exactly where you are. So, and just, it's actually... Just in case, let's use Cure 2 on everybody. Light warriors, I shall offer you the spirit of light that sleeps within the flame. Receive jobs from the crystal of fire. Awesome.